evening and welcome to today's news bulletin. I'm
Ministry
Zandile
of
Mpapane.
Agriculture, Mr. Nelson Mavuso, today confirmed that there is
Agriculture today announced that the Shiselweni region has been hit hard by the African armyworm. The Elections Boundaries Commission's chairman today made an announcement that the Bukopo by-elections will be held on the 27th of February. Mkiweni residents were overjoyed today as they met with Microproject to discuss the project whereby a new clinic will be built in the community. The news in detail. The director in the Ministry of Agriculture today, during an interview with our reporters, warned Yemaswati that the African armyworm has hit hard the Shiselweni region.
confirmed that there is an African armyworm outbreak in the Shiselweni region. Mavuso, however, stated that it is very simple to get rid of, as it does not feed on maize, but it only feeds on grass. He stated that the armyworms travel in an army, hence the name, and they can be rid of them simply by digging a hole along their route. He also stated that back in the day, they used to ask virgin girls to go and pick them up, throw them in a river, and they would never see them again. He stated that, however, it will be a bit trickier in these days, but they should not worry about it, as it is not difficult to get rid of.
Imithi ke lesiyisebenzisako la nguleyo lobungoti bayo lobuncane, hayi lele nemuqa lobovu, ngoba leto tisho ukuthi uyingoti kakhulu. Emadlelo ke futhi asikukhuthati kusowafutha ngoba kwangena imfuyo lapho itawula ife. Kungako nje imithi lele siyisebenzisa nasibulala na umgudzatane welihlobo lebathi fall armyworm singawusebenzisi bo master 900 bo metformin ngoba leyo ngema fast kill emithi. Wangena kulo mthi loyo sifa ngaleso sikhathi lesilwane ngeke sisuke nalapho ufuthe khona, sitawuvele sifele khona. So siyakhuthata ke balimi ukuthi imithi longayisebenzisa as a last resort nasekwehlulekile konke ungayisebenzisa idesis iyatibulala letibulu. Tonke ke imithi lene cypermethrin lactates ngaba ilambda, kungaba ngile cypermethrin bamba naletinye tinhlobo takhona tema cypermethrin ngito letisebenzako leto lesisebenzisa. Imithi leyo lete loluphawu lolubovu ngoba lolubovu lone inangizana isign longazi ukuthi Orlando Pirates ngingoti leyo na usebenzisa lo mthi lo usuke wathi ukuthi konke lokutawuthindwa kulo mthi lo kusengotini ukuthi kugula.
He then urged farmers in the Shiselweni region, especially those with livestock, to stay away from pesticides and anything that will try to kill animals from crops, as this is also going to affect their livestock since these are only found on grazing land. I'm Kanyisile Mabuza with Kimali Mavuso for Channel Yemaswati News in Mbabane.
Mkiweni residents were overjoyed today as they met with Microproject to discuss the clinic that will be built in the area. A full report follows.
That the people had made an application to the Ministry of Health for the construction of a clinic in 1995. According to the director of the Ministry of Health in the Manzini region, Togo Ngubeni, she saw that they started working on the matter in the year 2003. She stated that, however, to date they were there to introduce a contractor who is going to finally start working on it.
Kungakhiwa le clinic kulena ndzawo leseyikhonjiwe. Kwasike nga 2016 July leli bandla laka Land Management Board kanye nelibandla le Central Rural Development Board nabo befika kulena ndzawo lekhonjiwe ukuthi batoyibuka bayikhanza ikahle yaphasiswa kwekuthi kungakhiwa ikliniki kuyo. awu tahamba ketinsuku kusalungiswa kusasetshenzwa umango usebenta kanye nelikomiti laka health le community.
Mkiweni Member of Parliament Honorable Michael Masugu also stated that he first heard of the matter during the term of office of the former Member of Parliament Maqhawe Mavuso.
Uthi nicabangele naba abantu balapha esidokodo akunakwahamba akunani nawuqasha itekisi leluve ibala lamabhambi ikutshele ukuthi lo mgwaqo ngoba mubi ndakuita 150 kuswa leluve lokuthatha ngikubeke lapha ku junction ingakumike sinakadokolwana kepha nje namuhla sisinje lokungenani sebasasitakala la bese kubonakala lokugula lokukhulu sekuyaqhubeka sesiyathatha sibamise la sibamisa khona noma imbabane noma ngikuphi lesethemba ukuthi ngekuhambe kwemalanga encane nawo sicabangela nayo i-health center ngoba nabuka nje bonsingweni bobukhanyeni sithe vele ngidokola koyedvana nayo so overloaded nawubuka amanzi nje lokuthi ngolokugqwasa bo-RFM kakhulu so nakungahamba kuhambe ngemalanga ukuthi nje nanisendela lokhu ibe nisicabangela ukuthi vele sidinge ngosale ndzawo yakithi inkulu kuletinye tinkundla delivela kangwani
Jabulani Gininza, who is from Microproject, also stated that they have been working on the matter and they are going to start their contracting very soon. He urged residents from Sitwagodva to work hand in hand with Microprojects and the contractor in fixing their problem.
Community lama boundaries ale clinic atwangini bona abawati so siyacela ukuthi njengoba nyalo basesibethulile lamkhathisinweni batawukuya nibayise lapha endzaweni sitabajengisa lapho batawakha khona letikhindlana tabo ukuthi sale baqala le clinic nekuthi clinic itaba ingakuphi tindlu temanesi titabe tingakuphi lesicela ukuthi nitfole labo labati kahle lama boundaries sinibakhona simafakele lama pegs kusho ukuthi leli likona la lena njalo lale clinic nalelinye likona nalinye likona nalinye likona kuze ukuthi singona sabafaka fenisi kungakhanze ukuthi sekudleka indzawo yebamba.
The people of Sitwagodva area and Mkiweni constituency made a promise to be cooperative with Microprojects and all the contractors who are going to be working on their new clinic. For Channel Yemaswati News, I am Kanyisile Mama.
Orphans from the Manzini North Ingundla were left homeless following the fact that members of the Umphakathi forcefully took their homestead. This was revealed by the director of Umhluma, Mr. Lungelo Zulu, during an interview with our reporters. Umhluma Women and Children Foundation, which is an organization that was founded in order to help orphans and widows, inspected a property that was forcefully taken from orphaned and vulnerable children under the Manzini North region. Speaking during an interview with our reporters, Lungelo Zulu, the director of the foundation, stated that they went to the property to inspect it with the Manzini Ndavazabantu. He stated that the foundation will make sure that the orphans go back to their homestead, as he mentioned that they are now homeless following the fact that some of the members of the areas of the Umphakathi forcefully took the homestead from the children.
Lapho khona kubonakala khona indlunkulu ithengisa lekhaya letinsanzana nababuya kufunza esikoleni esikhohlande bakhanza ukuthi ikhaya selithengisiwe nababuda ke kevakala ukuthi kwente kanjani currently lenzaba ise officeini laba bendaba zabantu la simele khona ukuthi kuphume sijubo naku masente because bafana sebabuyile basekhaya sebahlala emcashweni nokho because ikhaya lebashela abadali nakho kwabo selithengiswe inabo indlunkulu and so sisalenza ama structures lawo esiswakhe ukuthi ayisebenzeke ifike egcineni kutholakale ukuthi kwena kwende ini lephana sile kulendlu eliphelile sabe indaba zabantu thikathi kamanzini.
We spoke to Mr. Petrus Twala, the Buchopo of Sicelweni at Makolweni, who mentioned that he will not rest until all the perpetrators are exposed. I am Zandile Mpapane for Channel Yemaswati News with Kanyisile Mabuza, Manzini. The Elections Boundaries Commission today made a statement whereby the chairman, Prince Mhlabhlangeni, stated that the Buchopo by-elections will be held on the 27th of February. The Elections and Boundaries Commission today made a statement and announced that the elections for Bukopo in different constituencies in the kingdom will be held on the 27th of February 2021. Kubuta Imbudla will be hosting their elections at Zishineni Umphakathi at the Gupalameni High School. Mbolonjeni Ingundla will hold their elections at Mbolonjeni Umphakathi. Lukongolweni Ingundla will hold their elections at Sitataweni Umphakathi at the Sitataweni Primary School. The Elections and Boundaries Commission further reminded those who are part of the elections to bring their election card and their identity cards. The Commission further made emphasis that Yemaswati, who will be part of the occasion, should make sure that they follow all protocols and regulations of COVID-19, which is to keep 2 meters away from each other, wear a mask, sanitize and wash their hands regularly with soap and water. This announcement was made by the chairman of the Elections and Boundaries Commission, Prince Mhlaphlangeni Dlamini. I'm Zandile Mpapane for Channel Yemaswati News. Nhlengethwa family of Mantabeni is desperately searching for their son Vusani Nhlengethwa. The announcement was made by the victim's father, who urged the nation to assist them in locating their son.
There's a family from Mandabeni that is currently worried and concerned about the disappearance of 12-year-old Vusani Nhlengethwa. Nhlengethwa is said to have been seen lost on Monday at 6 p.m. He was in jeans and a gray blazer. Anyone who might have seen him can call Mkhulu Zwane on 7632-2018, 7632-2018, or Ngobile Zwane on 7651-5134, 7651-5134. Anyone who may have the child is urged to return him back to his parents, as the family is currently very worried.
Follow the best every day at Pick n Pay Eswatini. Tsenga ema PNP Large X 48 na 62.99 kuphela. Fona PNP Chakalaka Bravos na 34.99 ikilogram. Ema Captain Chicken Mix Portions 5 kg mu 139.99. Tsenga ema Cool Baked Beans 410 gram lamane nga 44 emalangeni. Utfole iCool Mix Veg Curry 420 gram mahala. Uze kube ngumhla ka 4 March at Pick n Pay Eswatini kuphela.
Hi guys, my name is Apephile Bala. My younger siblings and I live in Mangayane with our parents. Like most of you, I grew up in a great community and enjoyed going to school with my friends. I love information technology and my dream is to become Eswatini's best computer scientist. When I was 10 years old, I was unfortunate to experience sexual abuse at the hands of one of my friends, Tibos, who lived next door to us. This incident affected my life in a lot of ways. I spent a lot of time feeling sad and worthless. My grades dropped and I started to keep to myself. My best friend introduced me to a few older girls who were part of the Swagger Club at school. They helped me find comfort and regain my confidence. As a part of the club, I got the opportunity to travel around the country to share my experience and teach other young people about how to stand up against abuse. It is my goal to end abuse in the kingdom of Eswatini. My story caught the attention of a few young scientists at the Royal Science and Technology Park who were developing a power suit for a local superhero. I was invited to join their team as an intern, and that is how Ngungu was born. I am Eswatini's first superhero, and my task is to rescue anyone who is being abused and to make sure that all perpetrators are put away. I still travel around the country and speak to young people about how they can stand up against abuse. If you need to get in touch with me, SMS Swagger to 8500 or call us on 951.
Welcome back. You're still tuned in at Yemaswati channel. I am Zandile Mpapane. We shall continue with our bulletin. Iyobanjwa Ngleshonenayo drama group today showed their generous side and donated to an elderly at Mdumezulu.
The drama crew for Iyobanjwa Ngleshonenayo, which is a drama series that plays on channel Yemaswati, today made a donation to elderly people from Mdumezulu. According to Fakazi Kanyile, who is one of the directors of the drama, he stated that they have a farming project as the Iyobanjwa Ngleshonenayo, where they sell their produce to NAMPOD. He stated that whatever is rejected by NAMPOD is then taken to their places where they grew up as children to give back to the community.
I was just down there to Mdumezulu where I grew up. That's my home place. I grew up there and I was raised by those people. When I was going to school, they used to give me a lift. So it's my way of appreciating. Actually, what we do as a group, Iyobanjwa Ngleshonenayo, we've got so many programs we are busy with. This is part of our programs. We do the farming. So some of our products, we sell them to this company, NAMPOD. So NAMPOD, what they do, they take a certain, they select that those that do not qualify. They call it subgrade. So those that they give back to us, we take them to the society.
The elderly people from Mdumezulu expressed their utmost appreciation to the drama crew, where they stated that it is very encouraging to see that they raised children who are actually very honorable.
ngendlela lesilambe ngakhona mbanami okokuthi nje Nkosi yami lela kusitholela khona bebangasihawukela ngale ndlela labasihawukele ngayo asisathi nalokuthi singaze sithini Nkosi yami hey ngoba yathi kungiko konke mbanami kule ndlela lesinike yona thina lana ngoba asikhona imbamba lelitulu leli lelifikile lifika lithi hu kanti nekase koma la sekosh bese kushangisho tingelebe kushangisho maboholi.
Kanyile went on to encourage and urge other young people to also follow in the footsteps of the drama series, where they are giving back to people in their communities. For Channel Yemaswati News, I'm Kanyile.
A woman and a child today appeared before magistrates Sifiso Vilakazi in Mbabane after they were charged for crossing illegally to South Africa to buy alcohol for commercial purposes. A full report follows.
Belusile Dlamini with her daughter today appeared before the magistrate court in Mbabane after being charged for importing alcohol from South Africa to Swaziland with the intention of selling it in exchange for money. The amount of alcohol found between the two was 6 cases of Castle Light, 15 cases of Amstel Lager, 1 case of Hunter's Dry, 14 cases of Milk Stout. Belusile, when given the chance to speak before the Crown, pleaded guilty as charged and apologized to the court, as she mentioned that she is aware of how she has broken the law, and also further mentioned that she was only trying to make capital in order to raise money for her kids' school fees, as she is unemployed. Her daughter also apologized when given the chance to speak before court, and also asked the court to grant her a chance to at least further her education, as this is an important part of her life. She also said that she was only trying to make money for her fees, as all her funding sources are no longer funding her because of COVID-19. The Crown then ordered Belusile to pay a fine of 2,000 emalangeni, which is equivalent to 2 years in prison, and her daughter to pay 1,000 emalangeni, which is equivalent to 1 year in prison. All this took place at the magistrate court in Mbabane in the presence of Judge Sifiso Vilakazi.
Although residents of Magacheni are grateful about the recent rains in the kingdom, the Honourable Member of Parliament in the area stated that the rains destroyed some bridges and the road in the area. He further mentioned that he is urging the government to assist the residents in constructing another bridge and the roads. Residents of Macecheni, during an interview with our reporter, stated that they are grateful with the rains recently in the Kingdom of Eswatini. However, they mentioned that a huge damage was made by the rains in the area's roads and bridges. Our reporters conducted an interview with the area's member of parliament, Honorable Sandla Fagutse, who stated that the bridge in the area was hugely affected by the rains.
Siyabonga kakhulu umshengu timvula letinile siyatibonga kakhulu besitidzinga kunengilokuhle letitenako kubalekile kusendlelelako kepha ke nemonakalo letiwudalile Nkosi yami ngunenge umonakalo lomnenge nje tiwudale emakhaya ebantfu kunemakhaya lamaningi lalabo khanza ukuthi banendlu yinye leto tindlu tolakhiwe ngelidzaka tiwile sengimonakalo lomkhulu lowendeke emigwaqweni imigwaqo akuhambeki nhlobo umshengu ngikhuluma nje kuleli viki leliphelele lapha sasebenta langa lonke ibhansi lengona ihamba la seyibhajiwe emabhloho lamaningi lamancane emukile naleli bhloho ke lelikhulu lesikhona la lasemtimbofu kulamalanga nje vele lihlala ligola tinsethe sihlala sinenekile ukuthi abantu bangathathe ama chance bangene.
He urged the government to assist the residents in constructing a new bridge, as he stated that walking from place to place is now a challenge around the area. I am Zandile Mpapane for Channel Yemaswati News. Ngoyo Bukopo today stated that he is grateful for His Majesty's government for always supporting disabled people in Eswatini. Mr. Hatebe today, during an interview with our channel, stated that he is grateful to His Majesty's government for catering for people living with disabilities. He made these remarks after he announced that the government pleaded with Yemaswati to bring details of everybody in their families who lives with a certain disability at the Deputy Prime Minister's offices. He further stated that this is a great way for the government to show that they are indeed concerned with people living with disabilities. He pleaded with Yemaswati to make sure that every family member who lives with a disability is registered.
Kungaba ngulomncane kungaba ngulomdzala kungaba noma ngilongakanani nedina kaphila nekukhubateka se kuyaphuthuma nje emlangeni lokuthi konke akube sikumikisile kuhulumende kulesikhathi sanyana ikakhulu ke sine sila etigodzini emimangweni siyathokoza kakhulu kulolu sito le uhulumende aluveta lokuthi utawubuka naye ke ngemandla akhe la angaba nawo ukuthi angabahlangabeta kanjani endleleni yokuphila kangeke sithembise ukuthi uhulumende utabanika naku kodwa nje uhulumende ucelile lokuthi asigcogcele information yabo.
And further mentioned that this will enable the government to trace disabled people in the kingdom. I am Zandile Mpapane for Channel Yemaswati News with Kanyisle Mabuza. Well, that's all the news we had for tonight, but before ending tonight's bulletin, let's take a recap of the stories which made headlines. The director in the Ministry of Agriculture today announced that the Shiselweni region has been hit hard by the African armyworm. The Elections Boundaries Commission's chairman today made an announcement that the Bukopo by-elections will be held on the 27th of February. Mkiweni residents were overjoyed today as they met with Microproject to discuss the project whereby a new clinic will be built in the community. That's all the news we had for tonight. Do have yourselves a beautiful evening. Good night. Well, that's all the news we had for tonight, but before ending tonight's bulletin, let's take a recap of the stories which made headlines. The director in the Ministry of Agriculture today announced that the Shiselweni region has been hit hard by the African armyworm. The Elections Boundaries Commission's chairman today made an announcement that the Bukopo by-elections will be held on the 27th of February. Mkiweni residents were overjoyed today as they met with micro-projects to discuss the project whereby a new clinic will be built in the community.